this morning. I'm going to say hello to everyone. My name is Reverend Jerry Hobby. I'm so happy to be with you today, and I'm excited. The reason I'm excited is this morning. I'm going to say hello. Our system is working more proficiently. The good news is we rebooted. We had to do some reloading. And this is like an inaugural moment. Now that we've gotten everything, we're starting to bring everything back into balance and harmony. We get to broadcast and take time to warm the field of life as we normally do. And so, what I'm going to invite you to sit with us this morning, to breathe with us this morning, and anchor in a space of unconditional love. Wherever you're at in the world, join us in simply dropping into the heart space and mindfully entering into the day. If you feel comfortable, close your eyes. If not, I'm inviting you to simply breathe and soften your gaze. And just cast your eyes upward today. Our reading this morning comes from 365 Days of Richer Living by Ernest Holmes and Raymond Charles Barker. Today's reading is entitled, I Free Myself from Every Sense of Condemnation, either against myself or others. We're going to start first with the biblical reading from 1 John chapter 2, verses 9 and 10. He that saith he is the light and hath his brother, hateth his brother in the darkness. He that loveth his brother abideth in the light. When John said this, it is impossible for us to remain in the light while we hate someone else. He was pointing to the same truth that Jesus had in mind when he said, forgive, and you will be forgiven. We should not expect the law of good to operate for us alone, shutting all others out. It is only what we share with others that we really see ourselves. We are so constituted that we think evil of others or condemn them. It is impossible to escape this condemnation for ourselves. That is why Jesus said, judge not, that ye not be judged. For with What judgment ye judge, ye shall be judged. Everything that goes out comes back again. Our thoughts and acts move in circles. We call this a reciprocal universe, the law of reciprocity. And this is the prayer. I bless myself for the good I would do and the good and I bless everyone for the good they would do. I recognize the presence of God at the center of my own being, and I know that the divine spirit within me responds to the same spirit in others, comforting, unifying, and making whole. There is no criticism, no false judgment, no unkindness in me. My whole thought and feeling is one of praise, of thanksgiving and blessing. Today, I'm living as though this moment were eternity. I am recognizing that the kingdom of good is at hand. Seeing the divine in everything, I know that the divine in all things respond to me. Receiving the silent blessing of the Spirit, I permit this blessing to enrich the life of everyone I meet, to bring comfort, faith, and good cheer to everyone I contact. Therefore, I walk in that light in which there is no darkness, in that love in which there is no fear, in that life in which there is no death. I invite you to sit with those words this morning. And as you're sitting with those words, I'm inviting you to simply breathe. Our reading this morning comes from 365 Days of Richer Living by Ernest Holmes and Raymond Charles Barker. Our reading today is entitled, I Free Myself from Every Sense of Condemnation, either against myself and others. We start first with a reading from 1 John chapter 2, verses 9 and 10. He that saith he is the light and hateth his brother is in darkness. He that loveth his brother abideth in the light. When John said that it is impossible for us to remain in the light while we hate someone else, he was pointing to the same truth that Jesus said or had in mind when he said, forgive and you will be forgiven. We could not expect the law of good to operate for us alone, but all others, and shutting out all others. It is only what we share with others that really is ours. We are so constituted that when we think evil of others or condemn them, it is impossible to escape this condemnation for ourselves. That is why Jesus said, judge not, that ye not be judged. For with what judgment ye judge, ye shall be judged. Everything that goes out comes back. Our thoughts and acts move in circles. I'm going to invite you right now to unmute yourselves. I'm going to invite you to take a moment and simply breathe with me. And we get an opportunity to really move into that practice of allowing for ourselves to release any condemnation through practice, through conscious and unconscious awareness by the power of our spoken word. If you're on our social platform and you're able to, please join us by exercising the power of the spoken word and exercising the vibrational sound of truth, of life, and the quickening. I'm going to call it a quickening of the divine within your personal experience and within the collective of the universe. In other words, we're being a power force for good for ourselves and all of humanity. Please repeat after me now. I bless myself for the good
I bless myself for the good.
I would do and bless everyone
Bless
I would
everyone.
do and bless everyone
Bless everyone.
for the good they would do.
for the good they
For
would
the
do.
good they would do.
I recognize the presence of God at the center of my own being.
I recognize the presence of God
at
at the center of my own being.
And I know that the divine spirit within me
And I know the divine spirit within me
responds to the same spirit in others,
responds to the same spirit in others,
comforting, unifying, and making whole.
comforting, unifying, and making whole.
There is no criticism,
There's no criticism,
no false judgment,
no false judgment,
no unkindness in me.
no unkindness in me.
My whole thought
My whole thought
and feeling is one of praise,
and feeling is one of praise,
of thanksgiving and blessing.
of thanksgiving.
and blessing.
Today I am living as though this moment
Today
I'm
living
living as though this
moment
were eternity.
were eternity.
I am recognizing that the kingdom of good is at hand.
I am recognizing
that
the
the
kingdom of good is at hand.
See the divine in everything.
Think the
Thank
divine in
the divine in
everything.
everything.
I know that the divine in all things respond to me.
I know
I
the
know
divine
that
in all
divine
things
in
responds
everything
to me.
responds to me.
Receiving the silent blessing of the Spirit.
Receiving the
Receiving the
silent
silent
blessing
blessing
of the
of the
Spirit.
Spirit.
I permit this blessing to enrich my life.
I
I
permit
permit this
this
blessing
blessing
to
to
enrich
enrich
my
my
life
life
And the life of everyone I meet.
and the life of
life of
everyone I
everyone I
meet.
meet.
To bring comfort,
To
To
bring
bring
comfort,
comfort,
faith, and good.
faith,
faith,
and
and
good.
good.
Cheer to everyone I contact.
Cheer to everyone I
Everyone I
contact.
contact.
Therefore,
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 I walk in the light in which there is no darkness.
I
I
walk in the
walk in the
light
light
where
of
there is
there's no
no
darkness,
darkness.
In that love in which there is no fear.
In
and
that
in the love
love
in which
which
there is
there is
no
no
fear,
fear.
And in that light which there is no death.
and in
In the
that light
light
which there is no
where there
death.
is no death.
I'm inviting you to breathe right now. And as you're breathing right now, I'm inviting you to allow for the rising of the heart. Allowing the heart to fulfill itself as perfect love for, in, through, as, and a part of all of life. And in this sacred remembrance, right here, right now, we acknowledge that presence of love right where we are. And in that presence of love, we know that we are not apart from anyone or anything, but that we are part of the collective, a contributing presence and light of love and expansion that reveals itself in the sacred dance of life. So, in this very moment, we grow in our understanding, we grow in our power, and we grow in our strength. For we allow for the exercising of truth. That truth is the faith, the foresight of good, fulfilling itself and expressing itself everywhere. So, whatever we do today, we celebrate, we promote, and we acknowledge that good in all things. We promote it within ourselves, we promote it in all of life. So, wherever we go, we acknowledge it, we bless it, and we allow it to shine forth in practical ways. So, in this very moment, I invite us to be intentional right here, right now, to simply smile. And in this space of smiling, we began to honor and behold the presence. So we honor the presence right here, right now, within our soul, knowing that we have peace within our soul, and that soul radiates wholeness. We acknowledge that same power wherever our eyes land and whatever our ears hear. And we remember the tradition of our elders and the affirming presence of our elders. And God meant it for good. And we see the presence of God centered and poised. And we bear witness to the unraveling of that which is untrue, the untethering of that which is not true, and we behold goodness, goodness in the world, goodness moving and expressing itself as change and transformation. And I am affirming that change and transformation taking place everywhere for the good of all concerned. I acknowledge it within our choice of leadership. I acknowledge it within the way we show up in terms of circulating good, gravitating towards good, gravitating and circulating and blessing life itself, knowing that something divine is moving. It is the current of life, it is the frequency of life, and it is the vibrational energy. I know that it fulfills itself right here, right now, as the essence of who we are, in our hearts, within our minds, within our actions, and within our emotions. We allow for this presence to constitute a united state, a state of consciousness. It is the heavenly state of awareness, an uplifted state of awareness. So in this space, right here, right now, I give thanks for its practical application, fulfilling itself and radiating itself within our experience. I give thanks for in this space, we acknowledge our wholeness. We forgive, and it is forgiven. This is the beauty of life and the reciprocity of the divine, responding and giving and expending and expressing itself in kind to all of us. We have received our good, and we have circulated good for everyone concerned. Thank you. We let this be, and we affirm, and so it is.
And so it is.
And
So
now
it
it
is.
is. Amen, Amen, and Ashe.
Amen, amen, and Ashe.
Amen. I'm going to open my eyes. I'm going to look in your eyes and just simply let you know I behold the presence within you. And I'm grateful for that presence right now. Have a blessed day. Namaste. Come be with us tomorrow.